So guys, my OnePlus 5 camera may have finally had it. So if that's the case, I've lost a lot of footage and I'm trying to catch up on this little thing until I get a new one. Gary's sorting out his bike, his indicators and his wiring. At the moment the brake light switch doesn't appear to be working. I already explained on the other camera, these two bikes, if I serviced this bike, well, I chose to service this bike for free. Someone gave me that bike to the channel, Gary's old bike. And then here again, if I've lost the footage, it's a real pain, but I've basically swapped the front forks, front wheel, front calipers across. So now this bike has the right wheels, the right shocks back and front, and is kind of in a more, it's much closer. This bike will now start, run and ride, but I want to do the beautifying process. I'm just going to put some more DOT4 fluid in because I dripped some out when doing the switch. This is also the caliper from this bike. It was in better condition. I have the other one that's in good condition anyway, spare to sell. So yes, right, so we're going to keep going. So I'm going to get the front brake bled a touch and engaged so that that's good to go. And then I will be looking at getting the fuel tank on, I think, so that that's all signed, sealed and delivered. I think the choke, did we do the choke cable in the end? Yeah, we did. That's good. And then I think all the throttle's good. Yep, that's good. And we know it starts and runs and rides and all of that, so that's great. Cool. So keep going. Let me get this front brake bled so that we can, well, yeah, so that we have a decent brake at this stage. Every little bit we do now saves me having to go nuts over it at a later date. So we put some nice fresh fluid through the system. Brake is rock solid now. It's exactly as we want it. That's a good working front brake. Great, that's good news. I'm going to go and look at the fuel tank now. I can't tell if the quality of this footage is better than the OnePlus, but I know that this camera just doesn't last very long. It doesn't film very long, so it's not one I can use like this. Interesting. Look at that bike, eh? I think fuel tank on next. I think get all that kind of signed, sealed, and then anything around that is just kind of messing around, isn't it? It's just, well, I say that, it's just actually final polishing, really. That's what it is. Let me have a look and see if I can get the fuel tank on. I think I need to drain it first.
I found that leakage. The bottom tipped over.
That makes sense. Right, quick catch up, guys. Gary, you finished?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Gary was just saying to me how it makes, when I tell people, it looks like 2 or 3 minutes online. And in reality, you're here for an hour and a half and you get not that much done because everything's quite slow. We've got Stuart over here. Stuart has travelled down on a 50cc from Liverpool. And I think that's brilliant. And Stuart's a watcher of the channel and he's on the Facebook groups. It's really nice to see him. But more importantly, he bought me Pepsi Max. So Stuart and John Trey are sponsors of the channel this week. John Trey sent me some money to buy Pepsi Max. Did you think the garage would be this busy? It's not normally.
No, not really.
It's not normally.
There's a few more than I saw on the video.
Yes, it's rare to see this many. Me and Gary were this morning going, bloody hell, where do you even start? Crazy. Gary's finished, fly's fine, not started, bin. And this is great. The tank is on and sealed. I actually fired it up a minute ago. I was telling Stuart, Gary's head was down there somewhere and I forgot the exhaust wasn't on. It was pretty funny, eh? Shall we hear it again? For me, yeah. Quite a noise that, eh? We don't need an exhaust. And then obviously the parts bike over there. And this just drives me nuts. It just stays. It's been here for months and months. No one buys it. And it's kind of my fault. I need to just finish it properly. I was just here with Stuart and I said, Stuart, I haven't even looked at this one yet, and what's most exciting is when you see what's under the seat. So what have we got? A couple of rags. It's funny, Stuart was just saying, Charlie, you chuck everything in the bin. Good two-stroke, that's always good to have. Oh, some rollers. Interesting. A very sticky sticky glove, Stuart. Someone really loved the bike.
Oh,
one mirror is good. What's this? Polini. More rollers, and some bolts. So that's cool. But oil. I thought that said diesel. Fuel. I wonder if we have any fuel in it. It smells empty. I feel like we should. Where's the battery in this thing? It's also a kickstart. I feel like I'm going to give this some kicks, and we're going to see if it shows any sign at all of life. Is it switched on? I can't tell anymore. It's switched on. I don't know what any of these buttons. Oh, it's got an old manual choke. Look at that. Let's give it a couple of kicks and just see if it. Oh, it's nice and smooth. I can't tell if it's got a bit of. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Nice quick turn over this one, I think. Carb clean. It'll be fun. This is what I do, Stuart. I start too many projects at once. This is looking good. So this is the running bike now with Nat's stuff on it. So that's looking much better. It's now all the little bits, the lights, everything we polished on the old one, the exhaust. We need to transfer all that across. Okay guys, so just out of curiosity, we've put a battery on, we've put fresh fuel in. We'll just see if this little 100cc starts. I mean, it won't, it'll need a carb clean, but we're curious. Nice. Indicators? No. Go left. No, left. Oh, left. Yeah. We've got a horn and indicators. Any lights? Going on? Probably has to be on. It'd be funny if it started. Definitely carb clean. It doesn't like the starter. That was a real long shot. That was a real long shot, guys, but they start up more regularly than they don't nowadays. That will definitely need a carb clean. But do you know what? I think it will start. I think it's a 20-minute carb clean and a starter. I lay money on it. I might even pop the carb off. Sometimes I just can't help myself. All right, guys. Stuart pressured me to take the carb off and do it right now. He said, Charlie, do it right now. Not really, I'm just a project jumper, really, aren't I? So the first you're going to see is, to be fair, Stuart, how long? 5 minutes to get this carb off?
If that.
If that. And that's what people get very nervous about stuff like this. 5 minutes. And this is the first you're seeing. It's exactly what you do. You just pop the carb off, undo the bolt, and then this is the bowl. And we'll see how clean it is. It might be quite clean. There you go, straight away it looks fairly clean overall. Be careful with this rubber seal here, we don't want to get cleaner on that, that's there. So at the moment the actual carb looks very clean, but we just ran fuel through it ourselves, which means in a way it will be hiding its issues. I was just saying to Stuart that this is a Delorto carb, so that's why I was shocked that his little 50cc is running a Delorto ECU. It's a very, well, you know, famous brand. So what would we do here? Let's have a little look. We're going to pop these off and we're going to clean this out anyway, because you'd be mad not to. And then I see no reason why this wouldn't be as simple as chuck it back on and start it up. My guess at this stage is if the engine is a runner, that it will just kick over and start up. Probably better. Alright guys, attempt 2, we did a carb clean and that's it. So attempt 2 on startup, it might start, it might not. We've got power. No, we've not got power. Now we might have power. And I remembered we've got some sort of choke, so it slips on that starter.
Talked about it running, the other one running last time.
Yeah. Let's try a kick. There's no airbox on it, so that's why. Wow.
You won't believe a bicycle rolled that off.
Right, this will fire, guys. Airbox is on, carb is clean, fuel is in, and I put some 2-stroke in the fuel. Watch this. Some revs. That's normal. That's normal. Want to ride this one home, Stuart?
I was in the exhaust, mate. Leave us alone. It was so bad.
Picked it up yesterday. Yeah. He said for it to take up smoking. To be fair, smoking a 2-stroke means there's oil in there. I think. I think I left the choke on this one. So now it would be over. So choke should be off now. Either that or it ceased. Choke back on. Alright guys, clean the spark plug. It was very wet and dark. This should fire straight back up with the choke off this time. straight back up. Come on. So no choke. There you go. Come on. Bit of choke. Likes a bit of choke. Tell if choke's on or off or what. No idea. I think it's got no feel. Yeah, come on. Suck some fuel through. Let's see. It's a bit of a project. Bit of a project, that one, guys. Bit of a project, but also it started and did something. My guess is wiring needs cleaning, exhaust needs taking off, patching and putting back on. Carb may need another look, maybe. Fuel tank might need a bit of a clean. And then I bet this is a normal everyday running two-stroke bike, because it kind of ran and idled. Also the fuel tap, I don't know how well it's working, because I sucked on it earlier and it kept sucking out fuel off its own accord, and it's not meant to do that. So maybe some new lines, but otherwise it made noise today, which is great.